Hey guys, so in today's video, I'm going to show you how to breathe. Simple breathing techniques for your meditation practice. So it's going to be, simple and intermediate breathing. For the more advanced, you can check out my other video. I'm going to go more into detail about those. So for the seating position, you don't want to worry about that. For the beginners, you really just want to focus on certain breaths. I'm going to tell you why you can use them, how, I'll give you all the information today. So we'll start off with the regular breathing. Right? So that you can do those. So I would suggest doing 3 minimum. For the more beginners, I would do 10 to 20 because what happens is you're kind of overthinking. So you really want to get into thinking about your breath because you don't want to think about other things. So then you just like that. So you can also, if your nose is a little blocked, you want to go or just, so those is just to relax. You want to do, like I said, 10 to 20 of those. The second one you can do is you want to really focus. So there's 2 actually techniques. You can use the chest or your stomach. Chest has more to do with anxiety. Stomach is more fear. So anxiety, if you're anxious about a situation, fear is if like you're more sad or you're down or you're depressed, things like that, that would be the stomach. So we'll start off with the chest breathing. What you're going to do is you're going to focus all your inhalation on expanding your lungs. So like that. So you really want to get all the air in your lungs, expand them, and then really empty them out. Okay, so that's the first one, anxiety. So if you're more down, depressed, and fear-based, like scared about something, anything, you want to do the belly breath. So you're going to think about all the oxygen going into your stomach. So, and expand your stomach, and then bring it back in. Expand your stomach, bring it back in. Once again, you're going to do about 10 to 20 of those. So for people who are a little more advanced in meditation, you can do maybe 3 is good for you guys. Okay. Another one that you want to do when you're in a more relaxing state. So let's say you're already doing the small breaths. When you start to notice yourself relaxing more, you don't want to do this when you're anxious. You're going to do these flutter breaths. So it's small breaths that, okay? So it's like almost the back of your throat and your nose and you're doing these small little breaths. Now, you can do this for a few minutes as long as you can. You may get lightheaded, that's okay, because you're in a meditative state. It's just really gonna relax you. Now, what I would suggest is if ever you lose your breath, you're like, and you like start losing your breath, it's okay to take a break and bring it back and then try again. And the more you practice this, the better it is, it's gonna come easier. So, the next one is very similar because this one, what happens is when you're doing this breath, the previous one I just said, is that it actually works with your spine. So the next one after this, once you've kind of mastered that little breath, you want to do one that actually Joe Dispenza works with a lot. I absolutely love this one. This one is really, you free your mind, okay? So you want to picture your spine and you picture this kind of circular thing around your spine, okay? What you're gonna do is you're gonna lock the back where your bum is, okay? So you're gonna lock it, and as you inhale, you're gonna suck in your stomach and picture you sucking in like a straw all the oxygen in the air up to the top. So let's say lock, and then you go. And sometimes, depends where it gets blocked, you wanna keep, like you know how like sometimes the straw's blocked, you really wanna suck in all the air up to the top. So you would lock, and then, now this one is more an intermediate. It's a little bit harder to do, but once you've practiced it just a few times, you'll notice sometimes you take he calls it, you take a drink of it. So you're like, and you're sitting down and it really, you picture your spine like all taking the breath along the spine all the way to the top of your head. When you do this, I'm telling you, after 3, 4, 10 of those, you're like, and you get into this like expansive mode. You feel like you're part of the whole world. Everything is amazing. Now, if you don't reach that right away, that's okay. Remember, like I said on my previous video, it's consistency in small steps. Don't give up. You will feel that, but sometimes it can take a few weeks, a few months, even a few years, depending on how often you do it, okay? Last one I'm going to show you guys on this video is the base, the balance of the breast. So I'm going to mention this in quite a few of my videos. The right side represents our masculine and the left side feminine. So the right side is that logic, whatever, and the left side is very intuition and nurture, that side, okay? So what you want to do is you want to balance both of those in your body, because sometimes we could be a little bit too much on either side. So what you want to do is balance the breath and the oxygen within both lungs. So if you feel your nose blocked, you can put, blow your nose, do everything. Try to do this when you're first a beginner. Try to do this practice when you feel like your nose is clear. What you're gonna do, I'm gonna get closer here. You're gonna take a deep breath in. Your hand's gonna be in front. And as you take the breath in, block your nostril, okay? So block the right side. Then you're gonna exhale. Then you deep breath in. You're gonna block it with your pinky. Then deep breath. Block it, exhale. So what the breath is doing is going, so picture my breath, okay? So it's going. And you can use any finger. You can use like really whatever is more comfortable with you. But to this is nice because you can just relax your arm and just do this. So remember again, inhale, block, exhale. So as you're doing this, the oxygen is going into both lungs. You get an extreme feeling of balance, and you do get lightheaded. It's very nice. And sometimes just when you're stressed throughout the day, I don't know if you guys want to do this in front of people. They're not familiar, they may look at you funny. But if you're in your office and you're alone and you just want to do a couple of breaths like that, take like 3 to 5 minutes, it works fantastic. So I hope this helped. Check out my other video on the more advanced techniques and have a great day.